The UK's new Brexit Secretariat says he is yet persuading some office ministers how the government policy for outgoing the EU is the top schedule. Theresa May's suggestion for a next trading relation in the EU sparked 2 office resignations, consisting Mr. Raab's forerunner David Davis. The UK is due to keep the Europe Association on March 29, 2019, but the two sides include yet to accept how trading will job among the UK and the EU subsequently. Mrs. May is hoping by the government's Brexit White's document will enable the two sides to achieve a transactions on position Brexit relations by the fall, so the UK can escape outgoing out of a transactions. The White's document proposes shut bonds in several areas, such as the trading in consumer goods, but Mrs. May says it will end complementary motion and the jurisdictional of the Europe trial, and enable the UK to hit trading deals in some nations. Critics at Westminster say it is an impracticable trade-off that would keep the UK creature regulated by the EU in lot areas, but in no say in its rules. Mr. Raab, who took above the job of Guideline UK talks to keep the EU on July 9, acknowledges how the problem of marketing by the government's Brexit schedule is and continuing I wish to do certainly we can convince everyone, the local, voters, the parliament side and ministers, consisting in the office, how we've got the top transactions and the top schedule to get the top transactions, he said the Saturday Telegraph device. Mr. Raab, who campaigned for Brexit, describes the government's proposals as pragmatical, pretending they are loyal to the key promises in the plebiscite, but can give along the 52% who elect for Brexit, in the 48% who did no. He as well offered the UK could reject to pay its as-called divorce rate draft, a fee of the UK to the EU alleged to be on £39 bn, if it does not get a trading transactions. He told Down there had to be causality by the Paper 50 departure treaty among subsidence Britain's output fee and creation a new relation in the EU. Meantime, Mr. Davis, whose retire of Mrs. May's top crew was accompanied by Howe of ex-Overseas Secretariat Boris Johnson, said the Saturday Courier the government should begin once again on departure plans. He added how it was no the end of the planet if no transactions could be achieved in Brussels.